Hello and welcome to this video series. In this video series, we'll be looking at microcontroller circuits using Proteus. But first, in this first video, I'm going to show you what we'll need. We're going to need Proteus. You can get just about any version. Currently, I'm using 8.10. So I'll show you how to install Proteus, and you also need to install mikroC Pro for peak, because we'll be using peak microcontrollers. So first of all, with the Proteus, we could start with Proteus. I have a zipped setup here. You can use WinRAR if you don't have it. If at all the download you have is zipped. So just open that up using WinRAR, then simply double click on it. It will extract and then prompt me to start the installation. So this is what I get, and everything else, just click next. It's very easy to install, and yeah, so it should take about a minute to install. And once the installation is done, okay, so the installation finished, and you just close it up. Then you will see an icon on your desktop, so just double click on that for Proteus to open. So at times there's an error. I'll show you where that error comes from. Usually that is how we start a new project. First of all, you choose where you want to save that project. For instance, I'll browse and put this somewhere. So let's say I'm going to put my project somewhere here. I have a folder called Proteus projects. So I'll just go ahead and create a new folder there. I'll just call it microcontrollers. Yeah, microcontroller, I'll just say circuits, like that. So we just select the folder, then we can just start with a new project like that. Then next, you can choose any template you want. Let me go with F4. I'll choose do not create a PCB. Then we don't have to create a firmware project now, so just go to next and finish. So it should open right up like that. So you already know this from my previous video series on some simple Proteus circuits. So at times there's an error you get when you go to component mode and you try to look for items in the library, okay, like resistor or something. So if we can't see this window, if it's bringing an error, because mine is already fixed, I already had Proteus installed. So if you can't see this window, just simply close this up and right click on the icon. Then you should go to more options and click properties. Then select compatibility. Make sure this box is checked. Run this program in compatibility mode for like Windows 8 or 7, and then also tick this to run as administrator. So when you're done with that, click apply, then click OK. So that each time you click on the icon, it should even have that shield symbol, meaning that you can only run it as administrator. So if you click on it, it will always prompt, there will always be this pop-up. So if you're not an administrator, you can't run Proteus, but that should fix the problem I've talked about. So if you click here to open, you should be able to see your components in case they don't appear here, in case you can't see this window, the peak devices window. So you should be able to see it. Okay. Yeah, next we'll need to install the mikroC Pro software. This is what we'll be using to write the code. So again, you can download this. It's a free version. the microC Pro, you can just go to their website and or just Google microC Pro, and then you can follow up from there. Yeah, but you can download the free version and then use it. So same procedure, just simply double click and it will unpack. This is the biggest installation, but it doesn't matter. I'll just install over that. So click next, next, next. See, this is very easy. Just like that, it should be installed. Same thing here. It takes about a minute. Yeah, and it's done. You can also install the programmer. So the programmer is if you have the hardware. Programmer is the one that sends the hex file to the physical hardware. So you can install that as well in case you wish to use a programmer in future. So okay, drivers. I just run microC Pro. It should open up nicely. You shouldn't be getting any errors with this. Okay, so it's doing that initialization thing, so we just give it some time, and so that should do it. Okay, so yeah, so this should be your first screen. Okay, so in the next video I'm going to show you how to create a simple demo project. Yeah, so until then,